Are how many people sleep in a tent? Do I get to choose my tent groups? And what kind of food are we going to eat? And so those are the biggest questions from the student body normally. And we try to keep the tent groups small so that you can get to sleep. Because if we put 6 of you in one tent, nobody gets to sleep. So normally we do 3, 2, 3. We have a couple of tents that actually have 4, but we like to keep it at 3 at the maximum. It makes people sleep better. Because we are action-packed. We're getting up fairly early, like your school day, and doing lots of activities, filling it with lots of learning, lots of fun, lots of adventure. And then we have evening sessions as well, where we may be around the fire. Now, when you are coming, it is still going to be very dry season. So we have a makeshift fire pit area because normally there's a burn, there's a no-burn policy in the Gulf Islands from about July 15th till about the end of September. But we'll usually do lots of activities around the makeshift fire. The other thing about food that we get questions on, I think I sent you a mock menu, have I not? Okay. So really good meals, lots of good snacks. We do meals like they may have a pasta night, maybe pesto or spaghetti. There's usually a burrito night. There's usually if people like fish, we usually do a salmon dinner night. We have to watch though, because in September the wasps are bad. So sometimes salmon isn't the smartest meal to have in September outdoors. Journeys to Salt Spring throughout the summer, and we'd be glad to have you come and check out our area. We have a store in downtown Ganges where we run our tours out of, and so the store sells all kinds of outdoor gear as well as skate gear and fashionable clothing. But you can come in there, and if you're a parent from Southpointe, you can certainly come in and we can show you around a little bit, and if time allows, we can take you out to our Cushion Lake base, and we probably will have a camp running at that time. We have camps running all summer long for youth 13 to 19, and we run day camps for youth 8 to 12, and so we can show you a camp that's in progress already. So if you're coming to Salt Spring, and just give me a day's notice normally, and I can show you around and walk you about some of the programs that we have going already.
Perfect.
Okay, great. So yeah, thanks, Jim. So this is all in the Gulf Islands. The nice thing about the Gulf Islands is that it is calm. All right, unlike say paddling in Tofino, where we get lots of direct northwest or southwesterly winds, the Gulf Islands are quite protected, and you can see this one is calm. This is one of our campsites that we utilize. This is, we also, you guys are going to be doing what's called the base camp program. We also run expedition-based programs. This one is an expedition program that's run in Polier Pass. It's a real array of different kayaks from different companies. Eagle eating fish. Okay, this is one of our, we also in the summer run expeditions for families. And this is, so I've got a little red rock crab there, and we're just going over some of the anatomy of the red rock crab. You see again, this shot is just to show you how calm it can be. That's the type of tent you'd be camping in, a geodesic dome. This is one of our climbing sites in the lower end of Mount Maxwell. This is a young group that you guys will probably use the upper site, which so that's Chocolate Beach, actually. That's a group. We did a sweat lodge with this group on Chocolate Beach. You can see the array of different kayaks that we have there. And we actually made a little sweat lodge on Chocolate Beach for this group. So they got really hot and did a little bit of a ceremonial sweat lodge and then jumped in the water. Looks like somebody's wearing a wetsuit there, though, and cheating. So you'll be wearing neoprene skirts, and everybody has to wear life jackets. I noticed some of the footwear everybody's wearing there so that they can get their feet wet but still keep their shoes on. So you'll learn lots of braces and skills that you may be able to teach parents when they go out kayaking. There's a whole group rafted up together, combination of single.
How many hours in total will the students be actually kayaking?
Not that much. The Chocolate Beach paddle is a 3-hour paddle, but that is only probably an hour and 20 minutes each way. When we're out on the lake and doing our skills, you'll probably be paddling for about 2 hours at a time, and then we'll probably split the group up, about 20 on the water and 20 having free time at the lake with the other instructors. So those are about 2 hours and 10 minutes at a time.
And with all of the activities being water-based, what type of credentials do your staff have with regards to like lifeguarding?
Yeah, so there is one staff that'll always be on the dock that has a we do bronze cross, and then they also have the next one up, which is not bronze medallion.
When the students are in the ocean, is there a high population of jellyfish or any type of?
Well, at that time of year, there is, September is a big time of year for the nettle jellyfish, okay? But mostly all the other jellyfish around don't sting. The nettle jelly, or the sea nettle as you might know it as, has a red nucleus. They're fairly large and they've got longer tentacles. Some people get a small sting like a bee from those, but the majority of people just get a little. Is flush toilets, and there is a shower, and when you're at Ruckle Park, there are outhouses. Paddle goes in the water, the blade is straight up and down. Okay, if your knuckles, these knuckles line up with the blade line, it is good. And take your hand and wedge it in here, and now I can drain my feet because they'd be wet, and then if I'm leaning this way, the paddle stops me from tipping. You keep your thighs to the outside. Some of the guide training that the guys do. That's the lake though that you will be doing your practicing on. You set the high raise, wait for the boat to curl, you sweep around, and then push up at the end. Yeah, what I'd like you to do is paddle towards me and try this maneuver out again. Until your boat starts to curl, it should stay right at your hip. Once your boat starts to curl towards the side, then you can sweep it forward. Sea line there. So at the end of the day, we can watch the sunset.